I'm actually fine with left click, I think, this one. Because we're gonna need to take the Righteous Fervor as well. I'm gonna put some cunning at the very beginning as well. Let's grab the pistol from here. It might actually be better to like max out the blade burst at the very start instead of like going the the route of the lethal assault. Not really sure. It is very triggering to have an attack on your left click. I'll try to get used to it. I think the last 2 characters we played was like just move to on that one, so. Oh yeah, this is something that I need to remember. Since we use the merit, and this is the first time that I'm using the merit on a level 1. The waypoints are open, maybe you can cheese in between. It's not necessarily gonna, make me gain so much time because there's some tricks that I do with like, leaving portals and stuff, but might be just fine. So we are going to be doing some sort of like a poison guy, okay? And I actually think we're going to be leveling like that too. Let's close the whites. Let's actually close the yellows as well. We're rocking the Lokar set. I finally managed to defeat Lokar with my shield breaker after restarting my account. So that was a good milestone for me. Where the hell are we? Let's see. We can do the Barnabas Cave as well. If I'm not mistaken, there's actually a very good ring dropping from the end of this. Right? Oops. Let's see. Yeah, level 7 already. That's nice. What's our movement speed, guys? Run speed is 116. Fair enough. And the Mark to Travel is going to give me about like 8% more. That is 124. So we're going to need like a couple of points into the pneumatic bursts. And I'm also going to need to like start dual wielding. Okay. Just because of the dual wielding factor, we could actually continue looting the yellows. And then afterwards, like, I can find myself 2 blades. I have like 2 mutagenics in my bags, but I actually, like, after seeing how fast we're leveling right now, maybe I'm not even gonna put them on. Not right now. Maybe there's no drops in my game. we count on you on dropping like so many weapons for me. I need 2 melee weapons so I can start utilizing my character better than this. The Ring of Decay. That's not going to be too bad actually. I need to put the Shadow Strike onto my bars as well. Shadow Strike right there, but we cannot use it yet. I think the Ring of Decay should be nice though. Let me see. This one's like attack speed. Let's use that instead of like the current percentage from there. Level 10. Yeah, we're gonna continue the Nightblade for some time. I think so. Guys, I'm taking the chance. I'm taking the chance. I'm not gonna buy the weapons. We're gonna continue like this. And hopefully we end up like finding some daggers along the way. There's actually one place that I know, and I'm actually like gonna restart my game over there to like dual wield those, and we're relatively close to it, I would say. So maybe we just do that. Yeah, in fact, I'm just gonna like restart my game there. It's going to be interesting, but I'll do it. Just gonna close this again. More health incoming. Kind of wondering if I care about like completing the necklace quest. Or the reputation, I suppose, like it would be nice. Does it even give reputation? Now that I said it, like I'm kind of curious. How many cutting points so far, guys? 8? Let's get to 12. No necklaces, no I. Yep. Okay. My green items are hiding, man. It's item. Just buy 2 melee from the vendor? No need. It's too late for that already. My greed already punished me, I think. I have another way. I have another way, you'll see. Very close, so I don't think like it's worth buying it anymore. Just gonna get the Slith main. Line of sight stuff. Necklaces. prefer to get his first 10 devotion points from the Crucible? I was actually like contemplating doing that one on this guy. Yeah, so this is where we are going to be getting like our dagger from the Slith Tongue. We use that. And then we are also capable of like shadow striking now into melee. Ember grip hands. So I actually believe that like this is a good point to like restart the game real quick. I'm gonna sacrifice one experience potion, I don't mind. I'm gonna get one more of these Slith Tongues. Let's just like make a run for it. I think it is possible to like get 2 in one game, so in one character, I mean. It should be. So we go to like Weimar and run to the left side, I suppose. It's not Weimar, is it? Yeah, it is the Funky Bank, I think. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that is nice. Back to the Funky Bank, I guess. Like, even though some of the waypoints are open, like, just to not get confused, I'm gonna continue, like, doing it the normal way, you know what I mean? As if, like, I didn't open them with the merits. I think so. These weapons are giving you, like, poison bolt chance. It's not too bad, especially when you're, like, attacking down a target for some time. It's quite lucky. Yeah, what's up, Protoss? Good cluster reaction versus Lokar? I'm not really sure which one you're talking about actually specifically. There was like some, you know, several moments. there was several moments. Let's start putting these. We're gonna go for the Scorpion first. How much experience you get from 40%, if I'm not mistaken. 40%, okay stats, especially for like a, you know, first level 50 character. And on top of that, you get +1 stats, which is kind of handy for a character like this one, especially, I would say. Definitely. The one on the YouTube video? Okay. Yeah. I think there was just too many illusions and stuff. Out of nowhere. For the most part, like, I played that pretty bad also. I think I'm like charging through his spell animations, like 2 of them, just tanking both of them at the same time. That was pretty bad. Let's try to get like a Slith necklace here, guys. If we could, please. Seems like the energy is going to be an issue. I have some energy potions. As I said, like, I'll try and hold on to like level 20 to use the Vitriolic Galstone instead of using Metagenics. Why the hell? Why the hell? Let's just use them. It's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go to like 12 cunning, I think. I want more movement speed, don't I? Oh, this is going to be the first one that I can actually cheese and gain some time. So we'll be able to like TP to Dervish village from here directly. Yeah. And then from there we could actually like start running the left side. It still kicks in this event. That's nice. Good XP. How are you alive after the elite is dead? Copper band. Let's see. Oh, that is nice. Yeah, that is very nice. That's pretty good also. We just need some pens apparently. Still running around pentless. Those poison bolts, man. Yeah, we go save the cook as well, why not? We're pretty close to it, so. There's going to be a note inside this house as well. Take that one too. Get out of my way. $15, and I have absolutely no idea where to go with this. I have 20 points into Blade Burst, guys. At level 15 even. Let's continue from Barwich. We're gonna need like the fabric from the northern side now. Yeah, by the way, like I have no idea about our next weapon. Like it's gonna need to drop, or it's gonna need to like be some sort of like a reputation weapon, I suppose. Didn't really like do any planning with the weapons, so we're gonna need to always like keep up with the weapons, I suppose. Hey, that is good. I apparently like ended up taking the fabric quests from Devil's Crossing, so we can like see them on the minimap. Should make the minimap bigger also. Are you building an acid dervish? I would say like more poison than acid, but yes, acid too. Please don't be blocked. We're good. We could actually have our proc here if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Scorpion proc on the Blade Burst. So this is a good spot to like contemplate if I want to like continue going for Hey, look at that. That proc is actually looking beautiful. Yeah, if I want to continue going for like, you know, Nightblade stuff, or if I want to like start the Oathkeeper at this point, because like the Oathkeeper's exclusive is actually going to be very, very big for us. The earlier we can reach it, the better it's going to be. And also the companions that we're going to be taking from the Oathkeeper is going to like also reduce the resistance around us. There's some like very beefy stats from like the Oathkeeper mastery as well for committing into it, obviously. So I'm really, really like, you know, contemplating this. Probably should be going for it. I think it's a good point to start at. I'm gonna start going for Oathkeeper. Gonna put 1 point there. Gonna put 1 point over there as well later on. Yo, what's up, VGTs? How's it going, dude? Sorry if I'm missing like so many messages in the chat, guys. It's one of those times. It's one of those times. What? Guys, what is this layout trying to do to me? Please. Please, game. When can we use the movement speed component to mark off the traveler? Gotta find that. Hey, the Reaper's Touch. Maybe that's going to be something for me. Let's go this way. Maybe I didn't even like take the mark of two travelers from my bank. It is definitely possible because like I am either blind or there they are. Level 20. Alright, fair enough. Not utilizing the fact that like you can just TP, that is incredibly new to me, so could have gained some time from that, obviously. It's not necessarily like at the very beginning, but probably right after like taking the devotion shrine. You know, at the very least, yeah. Hey, there's a way out from the left side. Nice. So we have Presence of Virtue now from the Oathkeeper, which is going to give me a tiny little bit of like energy generation, which is something that I really, really need right now. And also suppose some offensive ability as well. Let's get up whatever on the status level. It would be extremely good, guys, to be able to like find some very good weapons. I don't know, maybe from like reputation, maybe from like craft, maybe from just like NPCs, we can like buy them or something. Soon enough, like we're going to be able to use the Vitrolic Galstone, and that is like level 20, right after actually like turning these quests, right? So Like attaching that to the new weapons would be very good in my opinion, so that like we can open 2 of these auras. Very, very nice. Almost done with this act. Let's see. Could also sell some stuff, I guess, right now. What about these gloves? Chance to burn damage with my cast speed. I actually like mine a little bit better. So, I mean, you never know. What we are searching for the most part, is like conversion to poison acid, yeah. This still is not that bad though, just because of like the main hand damage, obviously. Attack speed, chaos resistance, 100 armor. Yeah, I'm gonna rock this for now. Sell this one as well. Let's see if like he has anything for me. Lightning electrocutes. Pierce, 13 to 69. Cold damage with the ice spike and very heavy. Kinda tempted to go for this. But like 12,000. That's a little bit too expensive, isn't it? Can we like find something very, very cheap than this? Cheaper? What about this one? 1.6k. Honestly, I'm just gonna go for this one for now. That's okay. Let's take these like mutagenics out of these weapons before continuing. I should be able to start using my relic as well. The usual. We are cursed again, I suppose. I cannot go through. I don't know why that is happening to me. This is the second time this week. Respected. The Devil's Crossing. What sort of like reputation stuff you have for me? 13,000. Our Aether damage conversion. One-handed sword. Rip. Couldn't find a medallion either. We could actually like craft a medallion if we wanted to. I think there's like a green one that I could craft at this level. That is, if I'm not mistaken. Start using this. That one goes away. We failed to do the slith necklaces. How am I like this ring. What about this one? My rings aren't so bad. I think I'm gonna skip the slith necklace, guys. So Ranger's Ruin is the one that I want to craft, in fact. It's gonna give me like HP, PS, 580 all damage. Why not? Start the new acts. So at this point, like, if you don't have this thing right over here, which is giving you like the vanish, this thing, it is yet another like Shadow Strike. What you do is like you take the quest from the emissary, you go inside, you select Bismail, and from there quartermasters you can buy this. Like no matter what level you are, basically, right after like killing. Right after killing Warden, yeah. One more level we will be able to like use Traveler's Mark. The Mountain Deeps. Doesn't sound too bad, thank you for that. I'll check them out. There's also the possibility to find the slices, you know, inside like Royal Hive. That might be a good idea as well. So far about like 30 minutes on this character. It's not too bad, I suppose. Especially for a Nightblade. The only thing that I need to improve on, I think, on this playthrough is like just thinking a little bit more ahead. I feel like I'm definitely not utilizing the fact that like we have extra you know, we have like all the waypoints basically. Like that's very new to me. I've never played it like this. So yeah. So at this point, what we could do is like we could use 2 vitriolic gallstones. Like those are going to be very big for me. And put the envenom weapons over here. I think this should like carry me for some time to come. I put like 1 point into this. We could actually, like, if you wanted to, you could take like at this point take Virus Might as well. But that would be very funny actually. Triple charge basically. How's it going, Nimish? Welcome. Let me farm a little bit. Farm a little bit, please. You gotta farm like Warden. You gotta farm like the Beehive in the Twin Falls. Should have TP'd from there. You can farm like the Mountain Deep's treasure trove, you know what I mean? Like the Cronley Cave. And then restart your game, yeah. There's also a cave like the Festering Lair or something like that in the Burrowitch when you go like northern side. Like, that place is okay too. Like these are like very easy spots to hit, and you should in my opinion. Otherwise you're gonna die. Like farm some legendaries, you're gonna find some upgrades, and it's going to be very much more fun to like play in the first place, yeah. I need some pens for some reason, it's not dropping for me. Preston, pepper into this frozen heart, man. That always hurts. Always hurts. It always does, I swear. Kind of thinking about going that side as well a little bit. I think I'm gonna like hold up to that and maybe like take a couple of points over there in the Ascension. I'm actually not sure. It's going to be very hard for me to play because like there's going to be Ascension on this character as well. But and I have been using the Ascension on my shield breaker for the most part. But the problem is like the Ascension was always on like level my 5th button, like the keybinding 5, you know. And then on this one it's going to be like Pneumatic Burst on 5. Because that is, you know, what I do with Pneumatic Burst, so. Can continue to return some quests over here as well to the old Arcovian dudes. Since we already have the relic, like we're not gonna lie here and it's gonna like give me the extra reputation. That's gonna be nice. And on top of this, we should probably start using the Mark of the Traveler, right? So we're there. Okay. There it is. And the runestone is going to be like, what, level 24 or something? I kind of want to put a runestone as well. Oh, I don't have the royal jellies in my bags. Mistakes were made. Some in the bank, but yeah, the quest is not capable of taking it out of the bank, so. No, I'll keep on going with the poison and acid over here. An ancient heart from this guy, that is interesting. Okay, so we have Ascension as well now. Let's try to get used to like the 3rd button on that thing. Ascension is like practically a little bit of like a damage boost. And on top of that, moreover, it is like a defensive cooldown, to be honest with you. Especially you have like when you have like some points into it, absorption goes like a very long way in this game. It gives you like flat absorption to every single damage instance. So whenever I feel like I have good DPS, I'm gonna like stick to my targets, take some chances. Ascension should be up at that point, you know. It is actually possible to like get 100% uptime on the Ascension with some characters, with like using the Virtue set and stuff. That's what I'm trying to pull off. For my shield breaker, yeah. Shit. Yeah, feel free to like link your build, by the way, possible. Definitely. I like how we are like, you know, 60% like mana reserved for the auras that I have. How's it going, by the way, Manu? Welcome, bro. Worm up is there as well. I'm leveling a Dervish as well. What build is this going to be? Some sort of like a poison guy, I believe. I don't know like if anyone has the link remaining, but I've been linking it to our Discord if you would like to check it out from there. I don't have it in the exclamation build yet. Not yet. But like, as I said, like you can reach to the theory crafted one if you go to our Discord, or like maybe somebody has it in the chat right now that can give it to you. I'm doing good, Manu. I couldn't necessarily like sleep so much, but I just wanted to game, so I woke up. I felt like, I don't know, I felt like if I fell asleep again, it was like 9:30. If I fell asleep again, like I felt like I was gonna wake up at like fucking 4 p.m. or something, you know. We're gonna start with the rat over here. It is not necessarily the most valuable thing. Cunning and offensive HP. Let's take the HP over here. Why not? I'm building around like nice phase reach. I think I'm gonna try and go for like this venom set. I have checked the two-hander that you're going for as well, the nice shade. I have that weapon too. What I wanted to play was like coming along a little bit better with like this one, I think. You know, like if you're having more issues when it comes to like energy generation at this point, you could definitely like dump a tiny little bit like more points into this. The presence of virtue is definitely gonna like carry you with the energy. You don't necessarily need to like wait for your energy potion all the time. When you're like reserving this much mana or energy, energy potion end up like doing nothing almost, because like yeah, you don't necessarily, you know, gain back as much as you should. We definitely need new weapons. These weapons are not doing it for us. New pants as well. That would be nice. Level 23 still like grey pants. Feels bad. Feels bad. This guy's not gonna take any damage right now. You know, at this point we should be able to get out, right? Because like I have the next waypoint. we opened the one shot and then we turned back to quests. Time was saved, you guys. I used my brain, I think. Okay. This is not so bad, even though it is showing that like we're losing DPS. I definitely don't think that's going to be the case. This is okay as well. Maybe start using actually like the instances. That's fine too. What is this? Insights. Neon green with 100 bets as well. Thank you very much for those. Cheers. Appreciate it. Those there. Yeah, why not? Offensibility is cool. Alright, let's take out like the Vitrolic Gallstone from my weapon, put it there. Neon Green was saying... Just watched a bunch of your videos, which helped a ton. So excited to get back home today and grind Grimdawn all week long. I hope they were useful, man. Thank you very much for dropping by and also for the 100 bets. Cheers. I appreciate it. Yeah, we gotta like open the Envenomora. Mistakes were still made, you guys. My I found something for you. You're now revered with the rubbish. Sure. I wish that was the case. I suspected probably. Read it wrong. Let's go to the bank. Pick up some royal jellies for this friend of ours in the Rowers camp. Yeah, I think she wants 3 of them, if I'm not mistaken. There's also like multiple components in my bags that I could actually like use at this point. I think we probably should. Alright. So, Twin Falls. Going for like this Kilrian thing. If you think about it, like you could actually like skip quite a bit at this point. That being said though, you're going to be a little bit, you know, falling behind on the experience bar. So you're not gonna get to like kill any of these undeads. But if you have used the merit, you could definitely like TP to even the Broken Hills, yeah. That's going to be fine in my opinion. You probably at the very least should like accept this quest, I suppose, over here, right? I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and kill Kilrian because like maybe he's gonna drop his Kilrian Shattered Soul while we're at it. Why not? Why not? Oops. Yeah, I guess you also want like this, of course. I should probably distribute my points, guys. $12 points here. Are we going for the path? I think we are. Some flat poison. Yeah, how's it going, Iceberg? I also feel slightly offended by your character's name. How did you see my character's name, man? Are you really paying attention to that? No, the funny, like, the catch is basically like, this guy is going to be full poison, and she hates green, so it's nothing against you. I'm sorry. We need to find the passages. You know, like, I started playing this, and, like, it is very hard to put righteous favors in between. Maybe we're gonna need to, like, think our strategy once again here. I don't think, like, I can keep the buff up at all right now. Well, chances are we won't need to either, like, except like very beefy targets maybe, you know what I mean? So we just like continue face rolling even on like ultimate, and then whenever we are fighting like an elite that's going to be a little tanky, we try and keep like the stacks of this thing as well, I guess. Just like this. I guess that's going to be like how I'm supposed to be playing. Thing is, like, I need to go and accept the quest. So even though we have the waypoints, I was just about to like walk by. Yeah, we need to take this quest right here. Chaos damage conversion. Is this the first experience potion? Yes and no, because we have restarted the game at one point to like get a secondary dagger to my hands. I can show you how much time we spent so far. I think we're closing into like 50 minutes or something though, if I have to guess. Yeah, 47 minutes right now. I like the stat gain. I like my HP right now. That is something unique with like Nightblade. You know, that doesn't happen. The stats. You're usually like pretty squishy, even with the twink gear that we have. Thanks to like how much we're going into both of the masteries right now. Like we have that going for us. Now damage seems to be okay. It's not necessarily like crazy or anything. I would say like around level 50 our damage is going to be very good though. Just wait for it. Up until that point, I think like single targets is going to be kind of meh. Wow, this priest is MVP right here. Our AoE clear should be like okay-ish in my opinion. Tomorrow does justice. Yeah, it's kind of awkward to like commit into the other mastery that I'm not using all the way to like 50 and then afterwards take these, but as early as this, like I don't think this has ever happened to me. I think it was like level 16 or something that I started taking the secondary mastery and like going for like the ending of it. And this is not something that I planned like beforehand either. Just decided like on the go. It's not going too bad though, soon. Please don't heal him. There's a priest like right next to me. Please don't do this to me. How's it going, Pizzo? Welcome, dude. I'm good. Thank you. Sounds very good, by the way, Manuel. Sounds extremely good. What sort of like gimmicky route did you guys go for? Like maybe Devotion's normal, just jumping around, and then like Elite's complete playthrough or something like that, maybe? Are you going for the Venom sets? Yeah. I think so. No Shatter Soul? Oh, there we go. Okay. Because like he promised me, I knew it, so... So do I need to like go to Broken Hills? Like, if you would like to at this point, you could actually like skip this entire place. I'm gonna run it because like I do want the levels, and on top of that, like we might actually get an Ancient Heart. But yeah, at this point, like you could actually like skip so much if you think about it, because like the only point is to what, like reach Homestead or something like that. There's literally almost no other quest. I mean, especially if you don't care about like killing Lutra, I guess. I'm gonna kill Lutra as well. So you don't want to say it or what? That's interesting. Someone just anything a wall on like it's on 40, 50, but good Crucible clear. Oh, you're talking about like the Venom sets, Dervish? I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be able to like push even 50, to be honest with you. As long as like it's going to be a strong character to like farm around, like I think I would be content with that. I did like recently I've done like 30, I think is what it was. Maybe it could go to 40 or something, but afterwards it starts becoming like a little bit too RNG dependent, I believe. With like the layout, the boss, you know, combinations. Not sure if I want to like continue and like have that going for myself, or just like farm the difficulty that I'm in. Probably farm the difficulty that I'm in is like sounding a little bit better, yeah. Has actually like challenged me to do 15 a week. Maybe we'll give it an attempt, especially like if I can find the Virtue set for my Shield Breaker. Hamker. Yeah, I still couldn't necessarily decide like what sort of components do I want to use. I guess I'm just gonna like slap one of these like Chains of Olorons onto my chest. Even though it has like almost no defenses, a little bit of like offensibility from there is good. Maybe like a 6 Watch to my shoulders would be nice. And we probably should be using a rune on the helm. That's good as well. Oh, you got permission to say? If this wasn't for the WOD, I would have gone all in on you, just so you know. That is why I didn't go for the Burrish. I prefer to like safer. The thing is like that is something that I was saying. There's actually like very interesting components and augmentation combinations right now. That said, like even with a squishy gear and a squishy setup when it comes to like devotions and skills, you're actually able to get like crazy tanky from just the components and augmentations if you use like some unconventional things. There's some very crazy stuff. Like you should definitely check them out. So I do believe that like doing some unconventional things and messing around with like those type of augmentation combinations can actually like, you know, push a character a little bit further, because like most of the time it's not necessarily about the DPS but the survival and the sustain, especially in places like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. I need to chill with clicking this. There we go. Guys, are we on like 1 hour mark? How are we doing? 5 more minutes and we are on 1 hour. I like my pants, that is what I can tell you. I suppose at this point we're gonna like end up finding hey, this is a good weapon. Envenom weapons, no? Oh, I was looking at the wrong side. I really need more sleep, I think. Fly is saying, wearing the white starter pants still. Yeah, but like they're hidden under the coat. So hidden under the coat. We're good. This is not so bad now, is it? Let's open the treasure trove as well. They're incredibly big right now. In before Celestial. Celestial Lotus. I don't even know if we can get it at this level, by the way. I'm just like making things up. So we can finally have our good old Empyreans here. That is one thing. I don't necessarily think they're going to be dealing much damage at all, but yeah. Where did I want to go for this? Like, I needed the 6. I think I was just taking the Sailor Guide, right? I'm gonna need to check this. Yeah, I was just taking the Sailor Guide with the Crossroads. That's okay. I'm gonna do that. We can definitely like respec out of like a couple of points over here, by the way, if we wanted to. After finding Icrix and like clicking the corpse, I suppose we could actually like just TP out. That's a good thing. Don't need to run to the waypoint from here. I am thinking, however, about like running to Homestead. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna run to Homestead, just like we usually do, guys. Get that experience a little bit along the way. Why not? Let's not skip too much. Where am I from? I'm born in Turkey and I'm living in Belgium. This is the most valuable thing that we have found so far. So somebody was like giving me the tip of saying, you can find these daggers over there. Unfortunately, we didn't necessarily find a good one. We're getting very close to like level 35. Does anyone know some sort of like a, you know, I don't know, level 35 dagger that we can use maybe? Like a, you know, reputation reward? Sword, a dagger, a mace, all would work actually. That's a new one actually, I've never heard that one before. Dim. It's funny, because I've heard like German, French, or like Eastern European. That is very close, obviously. Oops. The extra bags while you're leveling up is definitely helping you out. Like, if it's not for anything else, like you should definitely use the merit for the extra bags. It is very useful. I didn't necessarily think that it was going to be this useful, to be honest with you. Let's turn in some quests. This guy's selling a dagger. What is this? Oh, it's very bad. So I gotta like basically make my mind up on like how much do I care about acid conversion. I think that's a very important thing to answer here. Chances are this might being an upgrade to the like left one. Just gonna pass it for now. Health and elemental resistances. It's an upgrade to the right guy. How about some pens, game? I guess I'm gonna need to like buy some pens from this guy if he's selling any. What about like the normal NPC? I don't even know like where the normal NPC is in here. Maybe like upstairs or something? I guess so. This is the guy, right? Hands! We're Path of Exile now. Poison and acid resistance or lightning and cold? I'll take the lightning and cold, I guess. Oh yeah, we have some stuff to fix. I can see. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and like click the experience potion because I really don't want to like forget about this. It's been so many runs when I'm doing this mistake, so. I actually don't know like when exactly the transmute unlocks, but it has definitely something to do with Forgotten Gods. Duck is saying Robbins has a level 35 mace with the acid damage and level 35 poison scepter. Thank you, Duck. Cheers. And I'm guessing this is like respected or something. I gotta step it up. I'm a little bit slow on the last couple of minutes. We will be getting 35 very easily after the Pine Barrens here. We can find like 2 more devotion points inside here, right? I should be able to cut away from here, right? Let's see, yeah. Saving dynamite, Pog. Never mind. Now we'll definitely do the Pine Barrens. I really like running the Pine Barrens during leveling, actually. It's one of my favorite places. Gives you like 5 levels or something in total, the entire place. I'm thinking if like my rings or my medallion, you know, they're worth putting stuff onto. Possibly, especially my medallion. We have already like committed to it with Avanis, so why not, I guess. Guess I'm gonna put this, get some like Vitality resistance from it. Did I manage to find the Glend? Is this it? Yeah, okay. The Scorpion has a very high proc chance actually. It's quite surprising so far. Like almost every single attack we're proccing it. And the animation is really cool too. I just wish like it was a little bit bigger. I have no idea about the whirlwind builds. I don't necessarily check like other people's builds all that much unless like they're linked to me in the chat to get like feedback or something. And at the same time, like I couldn't necessarily come up with like a whirlwind build that I would like to do for some time now. Like I've been checking out like room tools and the items that I've been finding and the recipes and stuff. Like I just cannot get something that I'm like comfortable with. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I think the Basilisk Mark isn't so bad. Definitely. Definitely. I don't necessarily think like I would like, especially for the characters that I'm making, like I would max out like the, you know, Ring of Steel or anything, but the Basilisk Mark, especially if you can like find a good one with like good stats, you know what I mean? I think it's a good one. No Ancient Heart for me. Will of Fates. Let's open the chest as well, why not? Despised by the beasts. So we go for like the Sailor's Guide, in fact, over here. I think it's going to be okay. Sort of coming close to this as well. I think about like maybe 4 more levels or something to be able to like both open the era and get like more minus resistance to acid and poison from our pets. At that point, I think I'll actually like turn back and commit to the nice chill as well, but that requires about like, you know, 10 more levels from that point, so it's okay. The animation of the blade burst is a little longer than the normal auto attack. It's funny, I kept on cancelling it there. Wouldn't mind finding the dynamites here. There we go. It's about like the 3rd level that we're getting without like turning in the quests in Pine Barrens. I really dig this place. It's just a massive experience bag in my opinion. That was a risky swing. Gonna give it to you. Yeah, if he has like chance to crit me there, he might actually be able to kill me with that swing. Not sure. So how many levels are we gonna get from this? Like 2 complete ones? Let's see. We're at the start of maybe like 20% into like 33. Maybe a little bit less in fact. Yeah, it was a little bit less than 2. I actually just realized after like leveling those, we had to summon them one more time. It is bad, man. You should actually like give me level 35, then we can check out like the weapon that you guys are talking about in the rovers. Let me see. Hopefully it's not going to be that expensive. There's physical bleed one over here. And then conversion to acid mace, this one with poison Noah. It definitely doesn't sound bad at all. It's a little bit slow, but I think it's good. I think it's good. So we get 2 of them in fact. Yeah. We need to like take those out obviously. So I need like pants, I need like gloves, okay. Let's see. Maybe also amulets. Yeah, that's pretty bad, isn't it? It's actually like quite head to head. Health and elemental resistances. Sure, we can use that. Why not? Elemental resistance with like a couple of things. I think I'm gonna start using this as well. That one is probably like worth actually like putting anti-venom salve onto. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. What about this mace? Terrible. Aether. I could start using the new ivory talisman. That's gonna be nice. Alright, so one more level I'm gonna actually like have 2 very big clicks here. Let's go take like the components out from the weapons that I had. If I'm not mistaken, like we should be extremely strong at this point because of these new weapons, but we'll see. So left side of Homestead, do I really want to run? Yeah, I think I want to run because there's going to be like a devotion shrine there, right? Can actually become yellow. I didn't necessarily know. Green even. The pets, that is. So this is movement speed, you guys. 8% more. How are we doing with the movement speed at this point? Run speed is 135, finally capped out. As greedy as I am, we are going to be doing a side quest here, simply because it sucks as experience, but it gives a lot of fun. And I want it. So we're gonna go down over here and like go kill the demon inside the cave. I think this is like a complete waste of time for the leveling, but I think the material is needed, man. That actually converts to acid, doesn't it? Yeah. Where is my new aura? The Path of Tree. So, what does this exactly do, you guys? Let's see. It gives me acid, poison flats. It gives me cooldown reduction. It actually converts like fire damage into acid as well. Also gives me further conversion from physical to acid too. I would say like this is a godlike aura to have. We're gonna like max that one out first. I also have just a little bit more like minus resistance, I think, from the pets next to me. Guardians. Yeah, we run the entire thing here. I think it's a very good experience, so definitely run the entire thing. Respected by the homestead as well. What does overtime mean, Cryptide? Not finished the main game yet? Can I buy the DLC now? Yeah, of course. It changes like the early game as well. From items to constellations, and you also have like new masteries to pick from, so. Shoulder guards of perdition.
I am back.
What's up, Energy? Welcome back. 19 months. Thank you very much for that, dude. Myself to you. Did you have a chance to check out the Forgotten Gods yet, Energy? Duck, thank you very much for the suggestion, by the way. The weapons are going to be pretty much like carrying me to, like, I don't know, maybe even to Elite or something. They're extremely strong at this level. The Poison Noah that we're like dropping, very hard to proc, but like when it does, especially like if it does against like bosses, it's just going to be deleting them 100%. Oh, the new character. What's up, Jesper? Yeah, we're going to be going like all out in this because like that looks very strong for us, you guys. Yeah, that it does. An ancient heart. This was actually like worth killing. Yeah, I'm forgetting that like this guy is capable of dropping it. So far so good. Like honestly, I should probably just like keep on leveling new characters for farming anyways. These materials and like components, kill real Shattered Soul and like rare components. It's just better on a new character usually. It's funny. How does Elite and the Ultimate work? I'm almost done with AoE. I'm gonna move to the new expansion. Do I need to like do all stuff vanilla of like both expansions to unlock Ultimate or just vanilla? Just vanilla is fine to like unlock the Elite, and then the same goes for the Ultimate. Like killing the Logarian unlocks the next difficulty always. Guys, if you can go to yeah, the Spirit Guide in Devil's Crossing, it would be nice actually. Because I think I have like 2 points that I could take out from my devotions. As I said like right at the beginning of the video, like I was very lazy about doing the Crucible at the very beginning. I think I'm going to be fine, like considering how we use the merits. And we have like all the waypoints open to us obviously. And on top of that, like I'll be able to like jump onto the ultimates at the end of normal. So what I was thinking is that like at the end of normal, maybe like hit some of the spots in Elite, get some like extra devotion points, like why not? See that like the poison pool didn't even proc here? That is very interesting. I'm just gonna get out, I think. Let's just try to rush as much as we can. Well, that is literally how you start to it. Classic. It's not necessarily you know, magic. you get used to it, so. I'll say give it a go. Father Kaiman plus Fevered Rage? I don't want to fight that. Fuck that. Father Kaiman is already like too fast, different, you know, strategies going together for me. Like the fire pillars, his shotgun, his jump, obviously. On top of that, he like these things have like these different timers, so it's kind of messing up. Alright, I jinxed it, man. There's no Tainted Brain Matter here. See you later from us. Have a nice one, dude. Oops. Do I need to talk back to like Barnabas? Yeah, we actually do. Our reputation is very high apparently. Thanks to the mandates. I'm just gonna pick the Kaiman. Simply because like I have the mandate for it. I don't necessarily want to like, you know, grind the reputation with the other guys. And I will also do this quest as well. This is probably not the best when it comes to like experience per hour or anything. Just want to get rid of it since we have taken it. Let's just do it and get done. It's probably okay for the reputation though, of course. The homestead people. The Aether on the floor is hitting insane. Stop it. The reflect is already hitting very hard, guys. My poison is just like killing me. 55% poison resistance, fair enough. I mean, before starting, we could actually like go back to Barnabas as well, I suppose, right? Why not? I also wanted to like do something about the guide over here. Yeah, I'm just gonna remove like those 2 points. What do you exactly need? You need a red pointer. Sure, I'm gonna like commit into Murmur now. This is gonna give me like a little bit of acid, some dodge, some HP is good, and the proc is going to be nice as well. The only problem about this is going to be the fact that like we don't necessarily have a reliable proc for this. Unless I obviously like switch things around with like Scorpion and Murmur. Yeah, we'll see. Both to GG is there saying, hey mate, it's me again, I'm already like level 46. But my resistance is really low. Do I need to like farm reputation for some augments, or what do I do? You should be able to fix your resistances by like a couple of items plus the components in the normal difficulty. Like check out the components called Anti-Venom Cell, 6 Watch, Runestone, And maybe for the gloves, something called Unholy Inscription. Like those things, those 4 components that I just mentioned, they should be helping you big time. And they're quite cheap too. Like very cheap stuff. You can go 10 points up to the normal cap, Naomi. If you have that already, then it's done, basically. Yeah, I should have actually like TP'd here, right? Like there was nothing else to do there. Okay. I should keep on thinking about this like waypoint business. Definitely. Yeah, we're going to be going to the ultimate ranks on that thing as well, in my opinion. Now, the question is, do I want this one? Or do I want that one? I actually think I want this one. Yeah, so we're gonna go for like lethal assault here. Because it's going to be having like 100% uptime, and it's probably late even. You're welcome, GG. Yo, what's up, you sheep? Welcome. Yo, how's it going, Tank? Welcome, bro. I actually think we only need to like find maybe like just one more crest or something like that. I think we're done with like everything else in this place. What I'm thinking about doing is that like I'm actually thinking about going back to Old Arkovia and taking these quests. I should be able to, right? Maybe I already have the quest? No. How are we doing with the reputation when it comes to like the robbers? Oh shit, that is such a annoying thing. Wow, that is unfortunate. Okay. Maybe I can actually get it some other way. Let's see. I'll try and like remember where the portal was. It was somewhere around there, right? Apparently I didn't kill like enough skeletons. Must be it. Some ABB, I think. Some poison, some ABB. Maybe some procs as well. There's some undead here, but like I'm actually not sure if they're giving any, you know, relevant reputation towards the Vavas. Maybe, possibly. Yo, morning, Bloods. Welcome, dude. We needed about like 180 or something, right? 128 might actually be the exact number, so this place didn't really give me like any reputation towards it, even the undead inside. Because I'm guessing like there's summons or something, so it doesn't really bother. This is the first hiccup that we're having with this playthrough right now, guys. The fact that like I couldn't get on it with the robbers. I don't necessarily think it's going to be setting me back all too much though. I can't see you, Sheep. I can't, man. I'm sorry. I tried, but I can't. Long stream, Malaplosa. Yeah, today might actually end up being a little bit longer than usual. What's up, Galaxy? Welcome, dude. I think I just said morning plot. Nothing else. That's not too bad. 3% HP and some resistances. I don't know. Not really that happy with like my ring and amulets. Didn't really like put any components on them because of this. I should have, I think. After looting this place, let's just like put something because there's absolutely no point. Ended up like coming this far without it, so I think I'm gonna end up like putting one more Vital to Resistance and like 2 of these for like defensive ability, I believe. It's going to be not too bad. So the next point is a 3% chance to dodge both the range, like projectiles, and melee hits as well. Chance to dodge isn't so bad, especially for like a Nightblade, simply because you're getting like flat dodge as well from your skills, right? This one, the Shadow Dance. Hey, a note. Maybe like there's more notes? No? I think I'm gonna go like far into the lethal assault, and then afterwards we can maybe prioritize some like minus resistances from both the pets and my aura. I should probably max out my aura as well. It definitely makes like the game a little bit easier, guys, to play around because it's like minus total speed around me. That is very useful for like face tanking bosses with a squishy character like this, simply because like they end up hitting you a lot less than they would in the same time frame. Well, not only for the bosses, also elites too, I suppose. Some of the elites are like quite hard hitting in melee range, so. Goliath Signet, what is this? We've been finding a lot of findings actually. Yeah, I think the Venom sets take. The Venom sets and probably like ABB and some like procs, but mostly poison, yeah. So we're gonna max out like Mercy, Super Tor and stuff like that, yeah. We'll see how it goes. Pretty sure I can get the Venom set by crafting like 2 helms, and I'm only missing the chest piece for it, so we'll try and like transmute to it. I played the Grim Dawn without sound? Seriously? I definitely need the sound. No way I can play without the sound. Eternal Trauma and Bleed. Yeah, I'm forgetting that there's a waypoint already. Shit. Let's turn in some quests. Probably some items as well. Not Homestead. I wanted to go to Vardikheim in the next one. The Bastion. I'm still thinking about this thing right over here. 128. I'm guessing we're gonna need to actually like complete the Steps of Torment or something for this. It's gonna be funny. You see, you can actually like find rigid shell on the floor now. Do you guys have anything for me? Not necessarily. Lightning and magic stuff, I think, for the most part. So we have health and constitution instead of maybe just the right ring over there. I could take that off later on. A poison and okay, I'm gonna put that. That's not too bad. That's the first time I'm ever using that, I think. Ring of Steel. Yeah, I guess. That's really... Attack speed wasn't so bad on that, but yeah. The pens. Get better pens, please. We could check out the gloves that I just sold. This one. Pierce and Poison. I think I'm okay with my resistances though. So, flat health. No, I'm gonna pass on that one as well. The highest bosses I killed in this session is like Lokar, I think, EU Sheep. Yeah, other than that, I think like there wasn't anything else that we did like, you know, more challenging than that, let's say. I'll say so. So we could actually like go to the Aztecan Valley right now, and I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah, apparently there's a new like hidden quest or whatever in the Forgotten Gods as well, ending up with a boss fight too. I'm not necessarily sure like when I'm going to be attempting that. Before I'm doing stuff like that or like pushing the SR even further, like I would really like to complete my set on my Shield Breaker if I could, because like it is a power peak, you know, it's going to be like a lot stronger than it is right now, and it would actually make me sad if I would die. Before completing that, I kind of want to see like the build, you know, how it's going to be hanging with like the complete items and whatnot. At the very least, the complete sets, yeah. Sets are like very powerful in this game, so... Like seeing the character as is right now, like it's very, very promising, simply because like it is still extremely strong. Like we managed to kill like Lokar, lots of Nemesis, you know. It's making fun of like Kuba and stuff. Like the hardest enemy so far was most likely Gargabol versus me. He's extremely annoying versus my character. But yeah, I want to see like how he performs. If we could like ever complete the virtue set, I think it's going to be really big, so... Yeah, he dies. Our poison is pretty potent right now. I like it. I really like it. Hey Malagant, I've been watching your YouTube videos being like new to the game. They have been very helpful. Thank you very much, dude. Glad they were. Welcome to the stream also. One question I have, I'm playing with like a friend. In the second playthrough, however, we are like massively underleveled. That depends on where you are. Some locations are actually trying to stay ahead of you. So if you guys are like, for instance, doing somewhere called Steps of Torment, that place most likely is going to be, you know, ahead of you for the most part. So keep that in mind as well. Items are dropping maybe like 8 levels higher than we are. Any tips on like how to make up for the experience? Are you guys like doing every single quest that you have been finding so far? Because like you shouldn't be falling behind in that case. It is relatively easy at the very least. Like you know, during the normal playthrough to keep up with the levels in Grim Dawn, in my opinion. Yo, good morning, Hypno. Welcome. What level are you guys at, Saba? Like, it's definitely possible to be underleveled as well, but I wouldn't say, like, you know, it's hard to keep up or anything. I don't think so, at least. Like, I feel like you guys are just, like, you know, judging from, like, the secondary areas or something, or, like, secondary locations, you know? Places that are going to be, like, trying to stay ahead of you. It might be the case. You're not doing the side quests? Maybe do the side quests as well, you know, just turn back for it instead of, like, farming experience. I would probably just complete the quests. But I don't know, what do you guys think? In Act 3, level 57. Wait, Act 3, 57, you guys are even like higher level than you should be in my opinion, no? Act 3, what do you mean Act 3? Like, you didn't kill Logarian yet? So you didn't come to the tomb yet? I don't necessarily think you're underleveled at all in this case, just so you know. Or, like, are you an elite maybe? Or maybe you're an elite? That I'm like understanding it wrong? No. Is it faster to like Crucible farm with like Clarity Potion to 50 or just like play the veteran playthrough? If you just care about like, you know, leveling fast, normal is a little bit better than veteran. Tiny little bit. I don't think there's going to be much of a difference. The only thing is like, you cannot necessarily chill so much. Like you should probably keep up with like your resistances and whatnot, so that like you don't necessarily get one shot by something stupid along the way. Normal is like more of a cakewalk, so if you care about like just chill and really fast playthrough and fast levels, normal is just a little bit better, as I said, for like faster leveling. But Crucible, no, I don't think you should use it for like leveling at all. Crucible, what you could do is like after creating your character, you could run like a couple of Crucibles resets to get like some devotion points. That's pretty much it. Somebody was yesterday saying that like SR isn't so bad for levels either. You're getting quite lots of levels for like completing. Maybe check that out also. Shattered Realm, that is, that you can access from, you know, the first town of Forgotten Gods, yeah. But that, I have absolutely no clue. Like, I've never done that with a low level. Only played it with my level 100 so far. So, like, don't know how reliable that information is. This guy's resistant, isn't he? No, an ancient heart is gone, just like that. I should think we're taking our proc here, aren't we? So where do I put that to? Yep, 150 HP. I mean, I could put it to Shadow Strike for now. Acid 50%. Defense. I'll take the acid. More offense, please. So, yeah, we could turn back to Fatherkheim and give this quest. I also need to like use an experience potion before getting about this once again. Now you're in Elite, I see. Yeah, for Elite level 57 in like Act 3 might be tiny little bit like low. I could see that. I could see that. Definitely. What I would do is like instead of farming, I would probably hit everywhere as I am going. So instead of like rushing, make sure like you're doing every single quest, especially like quests at your level is going to be their static experience. So they're going to be like giving the maximum amount of experience that you're going to take, more likely, more than you know, killing monsters. Honored with the Kaiman. Great. Yeah, I would say what Any is saying is quite correct. Obviously, like if you can, adjust like both your gear and your resistances and whatnot for like ultimate, it is usually better to step into ultimate and just farm the very early on, um, than farming elite in the first place for sure. Like even farming like just warden runs would probably net better than in farming the end of elites. Yeah. So what are we giving? I said like minus reputation. I mean minus resistance, right? Yeah. Let's give it a little bit more aura as well. Gonna max that out. What do you guys think about like Veil of Shadow while leveling? It's pretty good, isn't it? Now my Shadow Strike is also like, we should utilize the Shadow Strike because my Shadow Strike is actually applying the Murmur, I think. 51% chance, but that is back to back, I believe. So we have about like 100% chance to apply Murmur actually on our target with a Shadow Strike. Veil of Shadows is good while leveling, right? The minus total speed is extremely good against monsters, in my opinion. I mean, this character doesn't necessarily scale like cold damage, I suppose, so in that regard, like, it's not the greatest. In the early game, if you're like cold damage with a Nightblade, you could actually like, max out both of these, and you can actually kill stuff, without attacking. It's pretty funny. But yeah, this character might not be able to do that, obviously, so the damage that's coming from that aura is going to be quite underwhelming, since we're scaling something else. Oh, but the total speed is still going to be very helpful, in my opinion. Yeah, single targets is getting very good, guys. That is really nice to see. Things are coming together now. At the very beginning of the game, we had like an okay single target. We had good clear. Now it is actually coming like both are coming to a good state, I would say. That's nice. Melted Lucius? Dude, I hate Lucius, man. He's so scary, actually. Don't you guys feel the same? I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and like put some more resistances all around so we can like, oops, that is definitely not what I wanted to do. Okay, we gained a little bit more resistance from this. Around like level 50, I suppose like we could check out the reputation vendors. Don't want to stop or take a break till level 50, you know me. At level 50, we could check out like if there's any augmentations for my like rings, accessories, let's say, and the weapons as well. Do I have any devotion points right now? Like, did I take any or not really? Attack speed minus? Even though I have a lot of HP, we're definitely looking squishy when it comes to like the damage that we take, and that is mostly because of like the armor rating that we have. We could try and like manipulate this by basically like taking some armor points, especially in like the earlier on points. We're gonna go for like Behemoth, which is gonna give me like 80 armor if I'm not mistaken, and then on top of like we're gonna try and go like a couple of starting nodes that's gonna give me like 40 armor, I believe, which is not so bad, just for like while leveling. On top of everything, I really have the hopes of like rushing for the Abomination. I think it's called, is what it's called. The Devotions, the Abomination is like an incredible proc. While leveling, I don't know, while farming, especially like when you slap it to like Shadow Strike. That's actually something that like Mr. Tech told me, I think, some time ago. It is insane. It feels very good. It feels very, very good. Yeah, if I want to try hard at this point, I think I can take away that point as well, and we could start the Behemoth. But I need like 2 more points at the very least for this, so it's okay. Let's go and find Key. So I guess we're doing a Steps of Torment. Let's just do it and get done with it. I'm guessing we're gonna get about like level 48 or something from this. I don't necessarily think it's going to be so hard. Don't think so. The armor is like literally the only thing that we should be scared about. Should be okay though. Ah, this is a good Shadow Strike. Feels nice. How's it going, Lizog? Yeah, it does, Lizog. It does. Just trying to get some experience. These are not so bad for the XP. Also trying to pay attention, like if it's okay for me to like just hit one blade burst on a pack and then move away. You know what I mean? Like, are we capable of like killing the entire pack but with our poison in that case? That's what I'm trying to understand. For the most part, it looks like yes. I don't really like see anyone surviving so far. Even the revenants, they seem to be dying. So, very good news. Crown of the Infernal Gems. We have like a one-shot chest, and we also have a treasure trove in this place that we need to hit. One-shot is right over here, actually, right next to me. We can start the behemoth here, guys. Desecrators. I think I'm okay with the bags, right? Yeah, we're more than okay, actually. A Ancient Heart, please. God dang it. Nice damage. Doesn't look so bad right now, yeah. I like it. I also think we have nice armor. 200 armor right now. I think we need to be about like 600 at this point, but you could mostly claim the low car set. There's a trade for using that thing. Keeping you on your toes. Where are you going? I'm gonna need to go to the other side. We might as well like kill the boss over here and just go to the other side. Why not? The Bindings of Bisrael. Yo, good morning, Seth. What's up, man? What would be the easiest melee character for a beginner to like start in hardcore? The Create DK? Create DK is an option. But in my opinion, check out the Oathkeeper, man. Definitely. You could check out some sort of like a Warlord. Maybe. I would say it would be a good idea. Border isn't so bad either, and like Tactician is fine too. The Inquisitor combination of, you know, Soldier. That is cool too. It's also important, like, if there's like any character that you know how to build, you know what I mean, earlier on, mid-game, maybe even towards like the late game, it's very important to like play that as your first character, because like there's some stuff that you gotta like reliably reach, like XP pots and stuff, you know? Chances are, like, since you're able to, you know, build properly, you will be able to get those. So that's why I'm saying, like, play your style, especially as your like first character. Or play the character that you know. I think that's extremely important. Kill this as well, why not? I said like we were gonna get 48 or something, but it was 49 even without the quest. I'll take it. It's not too bad. It's complete RNG, Kozak. So once you have like the transmute option, there's either like two tabs, you know what I mean, in the transmute. You can put an item and, you know, for a price, you can convert that item inside the same chest. I mean, inside the same set, sorry, my bad. And the other option is basically converting it to a random item in a random set. Like complete RNG, you know what I mean? But the quality always try to stay the same. So if you're like level 94 item and a legendary, it will try to roll a level 94 and for sure a legendary if I didn't understand it wrong, yeah. I'm gonna hold my cooldowns here. We're gonna need to respawn these things, right? I'm not really liking what's going on my screen. There's too many like very hard hitters close to me. Okay, so need to spawn the peasants and then we go all in. Yeah, we have very nice single target deletion right now. Deletion. Nobody needs armor if they're not going to be hitting him, right? No, that's random chest. Oops. The wolves need no armor. Do you have a build link for the character that you're leveling right now? I'm gonna be able to give it to you at level 50. Before that, I won't take a break most likely. So there are two options. We must go back to like old Arkovia here, guys. I need to take the quest here. Now we should be able to take this. Hey! All damage, acid damage, poison damage, and spirits. I think I'm willing to mess around with you when I'm level 50. I think so. So let's go towards like the necropolis. There's also gonna give me like a couple of devotion points. The Guardian of the Gates. I've decided to like drop a portal here. And then I think we go towards like the northern side directly. Simply because like I don't really like want to make my way towards the right side first if the gate is already over here, you know what I mean? Which in this case it is, so this is very good. This is an adjustment that I recently made. Which in this case we can actually like, we don't necessarily need to run at all, right? Because we have a portal. This is something that I'm not thinking about, I suppose. That's good. It's another adjustment that we can make. Let's go in. So what is my chaos resistance here, guys? 29%? Shouldn't be that bad. It should be manageable. See how it goes. Especially like right next to the harbingers, I should be very careful with their like explosions and stuff, because they have a minus resistance, as you know. So already found the quest item. Nice. Oh, I should have. Wow, apparently they're very susceptible to poison, or we have like extremely good minus resistance right now. It's probably like either one. 13%. Okay. This might turn out to be my fastest Obsidian Throne run. Because like the one shot is over here as well, we can just like get out. So I immediately like found the quest item. Same goes for like a lucky spawn on the one shot. And good pathing as well. That was interesting. I'm a little bit lazy about this, but we're gonna need to like walk back from this. Let's go into the second one. I think the portal was somewhere around here, I think, around like my cursor. Really hope so. Let's just do it. Yeah, those are not even giving me XP, are they? Yeah, I shouldn't bother, I guess. So, I think it is here. Please. Shit. Yeah, I don't remember where it is, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it is like right next to the shrine. I'm so sorry, you guys. I knew this was gonna happen. Ah, there it is. Nice. How long this character has been going on? 2 to 3 hours is a good guess. I think 210, 220 right now. I'll say it's an okayish leveling for Nightblade so far. Especially for like a poison one. I think I could do just a little bit faster with gold. I think so. Because like the mastery itself is supporting poison a little bit better. I mean cold a little bit better. So we don't necessarily need to like go all the way inside like Oathkeeper at the very beginning. But nevertheless, it was, in my opinion, still a very, very fluid, like, smooth run. I don't really care about, like, minutes all that much. This guy's hitting very hard. I actually care about finding the exit in this place, right? Do I? I mean, if I don't necessarily, you know... care about the experience potion, I suppose like we could just exit the game and log in again instead of like finding the exit in this. Don't know. We do have like quite a bit of like XP pots. Maybe I should do it. We'll see. Hey, the exit is here. Nice. I do still need the stone though. Yeah, I'm not necessarily sure like when I suggest the Forgotten Goddess playthrough. I think I'm going to be playing it like even after the expansion. Guys, how come I couldn't find the quest item? I choked very hard here for some reason. Find the runestone. I should have been able to like see it on the minimap. I'm not really sure why I couldn't. Because like it feels like we have seen everything, yeah. Every corner. Let's check this place right over here. Yeah, it is over here. I was very close to it apparently. Feels bad. So level 15 like 2 hours 20 minutes. I think that's alright, right?